Hi YouTube. Sarah's house is done. Everything's ready, livable. She has air conditioning. She has fire extinguisher, fire alarm. Everything's done here. All of her extra supplies, everything. Everything's done. Now, so all of y'all know, Sarah does not need a kitchen. She does not need a bathroom. She does not need a sink. She does not need running water at all. I have bottled water that I give her because it's purified, it's clean, it does not have any outside elements and stuff. Bottled water. She eats through a feeding tube thanks to her grandma and aunt interfering with my care for her and telling lies on me and all this shit that's been going on. So they come and check out the place, and I guess they're not happy because they don't have running water. Well, I have a bathtub, a sink, and a toilet, but you don't have running water, so now I had to go borrow $300 more from a loan company because I'm completely broke. My brother's after to be out here. He's been digging this ditch until he's almost dead to have a heart attack, which they will be responsible for that if that does happen. All the way out here to get this water line run. They're nitpicking now. It's one thing after another, after another, after another. And years ago, 5 years ago, Lily Tate, same woman that's here now as an adult child service worker, is she wrote in a report that she fears that a copperhead that I had 5 years ago is going to break out of its cage and strangulate my kid in his sleep. This woman is absolutely terrified of snakes. My little niece walked out of the house with a little bitty snake while she was here, her pet, and she jumped, sitting around here, jumped from one side of her car all the way to the other side of her car because she's deathly terrified. That makes her biased to this whole case. She should not be on this case. So now we're having to do more work, nitpicking shit to get my wife here. Keep in mind, my wife does not need to use the bathroom. She uses the bathroom in the bed, thanks to people in Ohio, her grandmother and aunt, putting her in that situation by lying. She had got worse and worse health the whole time. This is a $10,000 fucking building. I spent another $12,000 getting it ready. That's a $100,000 home right there. Not good enough. Not approved because she was in too close a proximity to the snakes. Something's got to give. All I want to do is love and take care of my paraplegic wife that is in that shape because of everybody fucking with me. That's all I want. This place is good enough, or it's going to Supreme Court, or wherever, or another court, or wherever the fuck it's got to go. I'm running out of time. My wife's life is at stake of her not being with me. Anybody's got a fucking smartphone, go ask Siri. Say, Siri, what is the best chances of recovery after a stroke? And she'll say, I found this on the web. And look at all the medical studies to a stroke. It'll say, don't keep them on medicine. Don't keep them on Lortabs or oxycodone and stuff like that. Make sure that they are up, awake, aware, and rehabilitating so they'll be able to do something. They're keeping my wife down. They're making her in worse shape. And it's pissing me off. Really bad. I've done everything I can do. I'm following all the rules. And I've never broken no laws to start with. And it should not have come to this. 5 years ago, these charges brought against me, or whatever, allegations, bullshit, shit against me. And now, 5 years later, this is happening again, but with my wife instead of my child. My wife owns these snakes. My son owns some snakes and tarantulas, and so do I. And I am an American, and I will own snakes, and I will own my wife and my son and my fucking house. That's never going to change. I love my wife. I love my son. I love my snakes. That will never change. That's going to be a thing that's going to happen for the rest of my goddamn life. Take note, you Jehovah-loving fuckers. Take note.